What's going on, guys? Your boy Joey672 coming, guys, with a video right now. I want to go over JJ Arcega-Whiteside. Obviously, hasn't played well at all. It's been a real disappointment to where we could have got another receiver, whether it's Terry McLaurin, DK Metcalf, AJ Brown, and some of these other guys that we definitely missed on. And that's obviously up top with Howie Roseman. Now, can the new offensive coordinator, Shane Steichen, actually fix JJ Arcega-Whiteside? Now, we all know that our coaches haven't been the best. The coaching aspect of this team hasn't been the best. And to be honest with you, Doug Peterson's play calling wasn't superior at all, especially with repetitive plays. And, Doug was only running his offense. He wasn't scheming against the defense, guys. Like, he was just running his offense every week and just seeing if we can get a win out of it. JJ Arcega-Whiteside. There was promise. And unfortunately, I know there's probably no room for him. I mean, you have Deshaun Jackson on this roster, Marquise Goodwin. As of right now, Travis Fulgham's going to be a free agent. Greg Ward's going to be a free agent. And obviously, you have Jalen Reagor, Quez Watkins, John Hightower, some of these other guys that have stepped up when they had to step up in this horrific offense that we had this year. JJ Arcega-Whiteside to a point where wasn't even played, wasn't even starting, wasn't even suiting up for games. Okay, and there were times where he caught a pass or two this year, and it's like, that's the JJ Arcega-Whiteside that we really want to see this year. He was supposed to be that Alshon Jeffrey type receiver with a little bit more speed to him, to be honest. A little bit more elusiveness, a little bit more speed, but Alshon Jeffrey pretty much all around. But hasn't worked out at all. I don't know what the plans are for JJ Arcega-Whiteside. But at the same time, with Shane Steichen coming in, he has done a great job with receivers as well as Nick Sirianni too. Nick Sirianni is focused on the wide receiver position this year, as he has said, quote unquote. We haven't seen the press conference from Nick Sirianni yet, which I'm definitely very excited to see. But JJ, I don't know if I think time has ran out for JJ. I don't know if there is a chance. Obviously, he'll stay on this roster as a backup. Obviously, if more receivers do end up going, which, Marquise Goodwin could be gone, Deshaun Jackson could be gone, and then you have two free agents, like I said, and Travis Fulgham and Greg Ward that could be going as well. Is there really any more room? Do you give JJ Arcega-Whiteside another chance with this roster and with new coaching behind it? That is another story to tell. I really was excited for him when he got drafted, and I thought maybe that something would have happened, and it's just been just a disappointment. I knew the first year he came in, he was dealing with a lot of injury. He had a groin injury. He couldn't go to the bathroom. I know during the end of that year, I think it was 2019, he was having a lot of issues with his body. But obviously, bringing in more guys, drafting more receivers, and guys are beating him in front of his eyes. So, in front of our eyes, he's getting beat by these young rookies. And he's relatively young as well, but he's not doing his job and not doing the right way. But at the same time, I know that a lot of these receivers aren't used the right way. A lot of these receivers are just running a route. I don't know what these route combinations are with these plays, these matchups that they're trying to scheme against defenses. It kind of makes no sense to me what Doug was doing this past year. Obviously him and Press Taylor, and that's why both of them aren't here anymore. There's a lot more reason to it, obviously, but you could see why some of these receivers weren't that great. I would like to take, draft, you get one of these receivers from the draft and you expect big things. Jalen Reagor's the same way. I think Jalen Reagor was used, obviously was injured like 3 times this year, but at the same time, I think he was used the wrong way. I think he's going to be a good compliment. I think if you draft a receiver this year on the other side of him, I think things would be great. You could have a really good offense. Your offensive line is already set up. Your running backs are already set up. Obviously, behind Miles Sanders, there's really nobody. Boston Scott's a free agent. And, you have 2 bruiser backs, Jordan Howard, Elijah Holyfield still sitting back there. So, you got something here, guys, but they just got to see what they're going to use out of it. Which is cool because you still have Jordan Howard here as well since you ended up signing him after he was released by the Miami Dolphins. So I think there's something good around all these players, but is it too late for JJ Arcega-Whiteside to come back There's really no come back to his normal self because he hasn't been what he was supposed to be when he was drafted here. But, I put a lot on him, but I put a lot on the coaching aspect as well. And you know what? It should be a big wide receiver competition this summer, and it should be a lot of fun to watch and see what happens. So what do you guys think about JJ Arcega-Whiteside? Do you think he will make the roster? Do you think he'll turn his career around? Do you think the Eagles are going to get him back to where he should have been when we drafted him? Please let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you guys later. Shake Squad up, fly outside. Peace out, guys. Peace.